Well, hello, Dayton. My name is Ken with Citizens for Change. And today we're going to do things a little bit differently here on our video. Instead of watching me talk, you're going to see a slideshow of images come across the screen that are going to be about St. Vincent de Paul and highlighting exactly who they are and what they do with like a picture slideshow. But first, before I get in depth on St. Vincent de Paul and what exactly they do for the city of Dayton, I wanted to talk with you about the Dayton Youth Program and what exactly it is. When Citizens for Change was first started back in June of 2009, I had the great privilege of befriending Mr. John Lipkins. And I knew right off the bat, after talking with John several times and after emailing him, that he was the real deal as far as his involvement with our youth go. He's a Dayton public school teacher, and he's been fighting hard inside of his neighborhood and inside of his community for several years now on working with young people, trying to provide for them better alternatives. One of the things that he's trying to do right now is he's trying to institute a citywide program where young people can go to and they can become involved in sports, and between the ages of 8 and 18. Some of the sports that they're currently working on getting are baseball, track, soccer, basketball, kickball, volleyball, and tennis. And some of the sites which they already have to be utilized in Dayton include Thorogood Marshall, First Dayton Ballpark, Trotwood, East Dayton, and Princeton. And he's got some great people on board for this already, such as Sheriff Plummer, who's one of the sponsors, Mr. Craig Powell at PowerNet, Dr. Collier is a CSU professor, Dr. Walker at the Wesley Center, just to name a few. You know, I talked with him, and he's currently going around looking for more sponsors, looking for more places to be committed as sites where they can be utilized for baseball, for basketball. But some of the things that he needs to turn this project into a reality are even more sponsors, some more equipment, and more people like you and I to step up as coaches. And also he's looking for some young adult mentors. You know, now that's only a brief overview of this project, and it is a whole lot more extensive than just what I mentioned above. But you know, I couldn't be more excited about this program because, one, we owe it to our children to provide a safe and better Dayton, where they can interact with other serious-minded youth within their community and be around some great and wholesome influences. What I ask each one of you to do, please, spread word of this great program that he's trying to get off the ground, and contact him if you have any questions whatsoever about this. Now, his contact number is 937-838-6021, or you can feel free to contact Mr. George also at 937-397-6879. And I'm glad that I had the opportunity to sit down and discuss with him this project, and we're going to keep spreading the word on this because I know without a doubt they're going to get this Dayton Youth Program off the ground, and I know without a doubt that it's going to succeed. And it will succeed because of people like you and I who come together, work on it with him, and spread the word of it even more. Now, with that said, today we're going to talk about St. Vincent de Paul and exactly who they are and what they do in the city of Dayton. St. Vincent de Paul's strength lies in their ability to multitask. And when I mean multitask, I'll throw this out here for you, just as an example. One of the things that they do is they house homeless residents. They also feed homeless residents, clothe homeless residents, provide job training for homeless residents, and also provide psychiatric treatment for those who might need it. If that's not multitasking, I don't know what is. The primary focus of St. Vincent De Paul is to assist the homeless and the impoverished with respect and compassion. They empower men, women, and families to build a foundation for a secure future, including permanent housing. I did not know that St. Vincent de Paul was so wide throughout the Miami Valley area. They're not just tied to the city of Dayton itself. Their work begins with 36 conferences throughout the Miami Valley area who focus on assisting those in poverty in their local communities. Their work is critical in helping to keep families and individuals from becoming part of the homeless community. They are assisted in their work by the community store, which fulfills vouchers issued by the conferences for furniture, clothing, and other household goods. They also operate a large community food pantry, which distributes food on a regular basis to our disadvantaged residents. The St. Vincent de Paul Deconstruction Depot features a diverse inventory of vintage used building materials for architects, contractors, and homeowners alike at bargain prices. For those of our disadvantaged residents who become homeless, their first point of assistance is St. Vincent de Paul Hotel Gateway Shelter. Now what this is, it is a 220-bed overnight shelter with food and shower. Many may only need temporary assistance during a short-term crisis, but for those whose homelessness is chronic, they offer several programs designed to help them achieve housing stability. The St. Vincent de Paul Transitional Housing currently assists single women and families with children by providing transitional housing and a comprehensive case management program to help them reach their goal of permanent housing. The St. Vincent de Paul Center also provides a similar program for men at their 39-unit housing and educational facility. I could continue to go on and on here about what St. Vincent de Paul does for the city of Dayton, but it's nonprofits like them and the Wesley Center that are continually fighting on a daily basis to make our city better, to put it in a different light. Because all too often, when I speak with people and they ask, where are you from? And I say, I'm from Dayton, the first words that come out of their mouth are, that's just, Dayton. What is there in Dayton? I'm here to tell you, folks, that we have 4,000 nonprofit agencies in the Miami Valley area alone, and almost 2,000 within Dayton and just right outside of the city limits itself. So you see, there are people, there are agencies that are working their hardest to make our city better, and we owe it to them to lend our support. For those of you who are interested in volunteering your time with St. Vincent de Paul, helping out, their administrative offices are located in Dayton, Ohio, and their phone number is 937-222-7349. I encourage you, if you haven't seen their facility, to look for yourself, to go on a tour and see exactly firsthand what St. Vincent de Paul does. We look forward to working with them in the future on building an even better and safer Dayton. And we're so glad that we were able to highlight and spotlight their work done in our city today. And we encourage you to check them out and see for yourself some of the great people and great organizations like John Lipkins and St. Vincent de Paul. See exactly what they're doing in our city. We thank you today for your time, and as always, thank you for your support of our Citizens for Change Dayton efforts. The biggest thing I want people to realize is that if we want to better this city, we have to work together, and united, there's nothing that we can't accomplish. Thank you.